Hello, I'm back. So we are going to be reading pages 160 and 161 of the 6th grade informational text packet. I'm also going to first I'm going to read through just these 2 pages and then go over the 5 questions total that you guys have to answer. So hopefully this will be a quick video. I will be live streaming tonight from 6 to 7. If you guys have questions, I was mostly gearing the live stream towards the 7th and 8th graders. But again, if you guys have questions, feel free to pop on and I'll answer them. But here we go, starting on page 160. Desertification is threatening Earth's dry ecosystems. It is a serious issue affecting millions of acres of land across the globe. It is also impacting the lives of millions of people who live in dryland ecosystems and need the land to farm and raise livestock. Drylands. The term dryland includes many kinds of dry ecosystems, including grasslands and deserts. Drylands are typically the areas located next to deserts, and they are usually inhabited by people. In fact, a United Nations study estimates that as many as 200 million people living in drylands will be affected by desertification. Causes of desertification. Desertification is largely caused by 2 things: global warming and human activity. Studies show that global warming is causing droughts, and droughts lead to desertification. People who live in drylands have contributed to desertification. For example, many animals graze on the ranges. If land is overgrazed, the soil is damaged. Also, land that is irrigated can accumulate too much salt. Crops do not grow well in salty soil. Solutions. Many approaches are being tested to help solve the problem of desertification. To fight drought, special crops called cover crops are being planted. Cover crops grow quickly and provide soil with important nutrients. To solve overgrazing, animals that graze on drylands are moved to other areas before they spend too much time in one place. This is to avoid injuring the soil. To fix irrigation problems, new irrigation methods are being used so less salt accumulates in the soil. Also, layers of rock are being used as salt traps to keep salt from reaching soil during irrigation. Some dryland is being terraced or being arranged in levels along a hillside. Terraced land looks like steps going up a hill. When it rains, instead of the water running down the side of the hill, it collects on each level. That way the land does not dry out and crops can grow. These and other solutions will help to combat desertification. I will be uploading to the Google Classroom the vocab. There's just 3 words: accumulate, issue, and method. But going back to page 160, if you look at Cite Evidence A, it says, how do you know that desertification is a problem that requires a solution? Circle the problem in paragraph 18. So when I reread paragraph 18, the big bolded word that is issue, that made me think that there's a problem that requires a solution. In paragraph 18, try to find specifically what the problem is. Paragraph 18 is only 3 sentences long, so you have a 33% chance of getting it right. Moving on to Cite Evidence B. What is one solution for the problem of irrigation? Underline it in paragraph 25. Then discuss how this paragraph also uses a cause and effect structure. There's not really room to write a big explanation. You don't have anyone to discuss it with, so don't worry about the discuss part. But you do need to underline one solution for the problem of irrigation in paragraph 25. Paragraph 25 talks about terracing the land, so I would try to find a sentence that specifically talks about that and how it's used. Moving on to 161, question number 1. Which sentence from the text signals a problem solution text structure? For example, many animals graze on the ranges. B, people who live in drylands have contributed to desertification. C, many approaches are being tested to help solve the problem of desertification. And D, that way the land does not dry out and crops can grow. So going through those multiple choice questions, I would try to find the answer that clearly states a problem. Like it addresses what the problem is and then either says, this is how we're going to solve it, these are how you can solve it, or gives a specific example of how they're going to solve it. For number 2, both selections define desertification using what text structure? What they mean by both selections is the one that starts on page 156 and then what we're reading on 160 right now. So it says A, sequence of events, B, comparison, C, problem solution, or D, cause and effect. Again, I would just look at how the paragraphs or the whole reading is structured. Really focus in on maybe reading like the first 2 paragraphs and the last 2 paragraphs. If you guys are confused, that should help you. Number 3, how is the text structure of Saving Earth's Drylands similar to and different from deserts, Earth's driest ecosystems? Cite specifics in your answer. So I said that they both used a certain type of text structure. If you can, this one is different than, number 3 is different than the answer to 2. Sorry. So your answers for 2 and 3 should be different. Cite specifics in your answer. Just give one sentence from each of those reading sections to support your answer. But I will get the vocab posted to the Google Classroom shortly. But that's all I'm posting for now. Again, if you guys have questions, email me, comment on this, or come to the live stream tonight from 6 to 7.